What's up YouTube, Ahi Boy here, bringing you an MW3 gameplay commentary. We are playing some 6v6 domination on the map mission, and as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a really exciting gameplay, so I'd recommend you sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of this commentary. It's about an 11-minute gameplay, so yeah, you're going to be sitting for a while, but don't fret, because it is very interesting, and I have some very interesting stuff to tell you about how to go 100 plus and get those assault MOABs, long kill streaks, and all that good stuff. But before I get into that, I'd like to just say the title again because it might have got cut off and you might have not seen the entire title. But this is a 103 and 6v6 domination, and it's a 47 kill streak, and I also pick up the assault MOAB with that quad feed right there. Can I get a round of applause? But anyway, I already got my AH6. We're only a little bit into the gameplay, so moving on in the I guess topics of the day. First off is my class setup. So my class setup today is the ACR 6.8 gold camo. Obviously, we're going attachment proficiency and silencer extended mags, which is my usual class setup when I'm using the ACR. That's the most effective, and especially when you're not running sleight of hand. And I'll get into that in a second, but before I do, continuing on with my secondary weapon, I'm using the silenced MP9. I'd always recommend you run that as your secondary when you're going for MOABs and longer kill streaks, just because, like I already mentioned in my past commentaries, that it's a very versatile weapon. It works from too short to long range gunfights, so I just wanted to stress that again. And my perk setup today is Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, and Stalker Pro, and I'll mention more about that later. And my kill streaks today are the Predator Missile, AH6 Overwatch, and Pavlo. And so let's just dive right into how to get 100 plus. So I'd recommend that you use that class setup that I explained, and here's why. First off, the ACR is one of the best weapons in Modern Warfare 3. You know, it's right up there. I guess the G36 is right up there with it. So is the MP7, but this one's a little more, I guess, a little more versatile. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Because you can get those, you can win those close range gunfights pretty easily with it, like the MP7. But you also have a way better range on this weapon as opposed to the MP7, just because it's an assault rifle and not a submachine gun. You could also get 100 plus gameplay with the SCAR pretty easily, but I just recommend you play it safe, go try hard ACR. And you want extended mags just because you're not using sleight of hand to get this, and you're most likely gonna run into a lot of enemies at once, so you just want to know that you have that extra ammo with you and that you're not gonna have to reload and end your streak when you might have only a few off of the assault MOAB. And the reason we're not using sleight of hand is because you're going to end up running out of ammo so many times when you're getting your 100 plus kill streak, or 100 plus gameplay, or maybe even a kill streak, but you're going to end up having to go over to enemies and pick up their weapons, and it's just going to be really hard for you to maintain that streak, to work up to your Pavlo, because it's just you don't have any ammo all the time. You have to keep on swapping guns, and then that could most likely get you killed because you have to run out into the open and pick up the enemy's weapons. It's just much more safer to run the Scavenger Pro, because first off, you start off with more ammo, so there's less chance that you're going to run out as fast as you would. And then those guys that you kill in corners and stuff, you can just run over, pick up the ammo really easily. Yeah, like 30 or 60 bullets, and that will lead you to your next kill, and so on and so forth. So that's why we're not running sleight of hand. Hardline we're running because we want to get our kill streaks as fast as possible. You can technically swap that out for Assassin Pro, which is something I do pretty often when I'm going for 100 plus gameplays. And I know that might sound a little awkward just because I've never posted 100 plus gameplay on my channel, but when I was going for the 100 plus gameplay, that was something that I really swapped up a lot, and I actually got an 87 and 8 6v6 domination on terminal with the Assassin, switched out with the Assassin in the place of hardline. And as you can see, I'd I didn't really know how I died from that guy in Final Stand because I had killed him, and then he killed me after the MOAB went off and he was killed. So I didn't really understand that. My kill streak probably should have been longer, but there's nothing really I can do about it at this point. I did get this gameplay like 2 weeks ago, and I was pretty proud of it. But I'm straying off the topic. So back on track, like I was saying, you can swap out Assassin, Hardline, Substitute, whichever way works for you. But I like Hardline better in most cases just because you're able to get your kill streaks faster, and that could eventually lead to you getting your payload much faster and getting on longer streaks and conserving, I guess, conserving your ammo and saving you time in the long run, which is a vital factor in getting the 100+, obviously. You want to run Predator Missile, AH6 Overwatch, and Payload. And I say that's the best kill streaks to run just because those kill streaks are very powerful, and sometimes I guess some people could consider them overpowered. However, they are also kill streaks that you don't have to sit open with a laptop and waste crucial time that you might need to be getting other kills. What you can take from it is that if you're running, say, I know one of my friends likes to run Predator Missile, Reaper, and then like Osprey Gunner, but that's not going to be as effective because it's going to take you forever to get up to your Osprey Gunner in the first place. Your Reaper, you're going to be sitting in it for like a minute or so. You're going to waste that whole minute getting like 4 or 5 kills. And then the Osprey Gunner, it's going to just take you so long to work up to it that when you get up to it, it's not going to be worth it because you're going to get, what, 10, 15 kills maybe with it. And 10, 15 kills in the long run when you could have worked up to 2 different 11 kill streaks to get your payload. It's just not worth it. Moving on, you have to have teammates. Well, you don't have to, but it's a great way to get the 100+ if you're running in a party, preferably a full party. In this case, in this gameplay, I was only actually running with one friend, and his name is Spanglish1223, and he's an awesome person. I thank him for running support. And you might be wondering, well, I don't see any ballistic vests anywhere, but that's because he was actually running counter UAV for me, and I wanted him to run counter UAV just because the fact that I was running hardline, and I don't want to appear on the enemy's radar at all. So when I'm on those longer kill streaks and got that assault MOAB, I don't want to be seen on the radar, and that would maybe have, if I didn't have him running counter UAV, that could have meant that I might have died at some point, and I want to really thank him for running that. I'd recommend you have somebody running counter UAV, maybe even 2 people running counter UAV, and then maybe like Sam Tort and Recon Drone, or Recon Drone, and then I don't know, what else is there? Oh, Advanced UAV, that's also good. I was gonna say Blackbird, but that's Black Ops. And you also want some people running ballistic vest if they can. You know, it's not necessary to run ballistic vest, but it's always really helpful if people do. Just it ensures your survival in most cases in gunfights that you might not have survived if you didn't have it. But wow, I almost died there. I haven't seen this gameplay in like 2 weeks, so I'm like watching it right now when I'm doing this commentary, and I'm just thinking how amazing, the amazing feeling that I had when I got this gameplay. I was like shaking part of the gameplay, just mostly at the beginning, because I was like, oh my god, I know I'm on some kind of MOAB because I know I'm at like 40 something kills, but I got most of them with my assault stuff, so where am I in my streak? And then when I got it, I kind of relaxed a little, but then I'm like, you know what, I have to get that 100+. I'm so close. Well, I'm halfway, and the game wasn't even halfway over at that point. So I figured, you know what, we gotta do this. We gotta set my foot down and get this 100+ gameplay for you guys, because with MW3 coming to a close, I wanted to be able to say that I could get 100+ gameplay in 6v6 domination, not ground war. And I was actually talking to one of my friends recently. Well, I actually became friends with him today, and we're talking, and I noticed on his channel that he had like 141-9 gameplay in Black Ops. I suggest you go check that out. His name's Rocket Banana, I think. I don't know, I just met him, but we're considering running in a party together like all the time, and we're gonna have like our circle of 3 people, MW3 something. But anyway, it sounds a little awkward, but we're gonna be like how KYR Speedy has him, Deluxe 4 and Jehovah Witness all the time. So we're gonna be kind of like that, but for PlayStation. It's not copying them or anything. We just want to roll as a crew because we're all fairly good players. I don't want to gloat or anything, say I'm like the best player ever, but I'd say we're a little above average, the average player. So we thought maybe if we all run together, we'll get better gameplays and our channels will grow just because we're going to be, I guess, helping each other out, you could say a little. And as you can see, this gameplay is actually wrapping up right here. I was just like spawn trapping these guys. Not really though. I don't know why I said that, but I was in their spawn when they're all spawning and I was just getting all the kills. But anyway, that was my 103rd kill. The guy backed out, and as you can see, actually 3 of them just backed out. But that's all the game I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed this commentary. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more.